Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Stormblood. In the last episode, we were able to kind of get some more information about Sri Lakshmi in an effort to see if she's a more reasonable primal, like Ramu, or if she's something more like Garuda, who we need to destroy. We ended up encountering the primal and trying to convince the Kalyana who summoned her that not to, trust this primal. But Sri Lakshmi then tempered everyone in the room, and we now need to deal with her because she's obviously not a friendly or somewhat semi-friendly primal. So that is what we're going to go ahead and do today. So we're going to go ahead and queue in and try and defeat Sri Lakshmi in the Lady of Bliss. Alright, so let's go ahead, put ourselves in the duty finder. I'm going to go ahead and be doing this as our Dark Knight. I did manage to get the Samurai to level 70, but I haven't had a chance to equip it out yet with level 70 gear, because I just managed to do that before I went to bed last night, so I didn't have any time this morning to do that, or today. So, we'll be heading in as Dark Knight, because hopefully I'll get faster Qs as a tank. We'll see. The addition of the Gunbreaker has kind of changed the way tanks work in the queues, because there's just so many more tanks, which is actually kind of a good thing. Now we just need something similar for healers. Alright, let's go ahead and queue in. We're going to be heading to Trials, Emanation, there, and let's join in, and we'll see how long this takes. I was kind of hoping it might be quick. And it is. Let us commence. If we can get one of the DPS to wake up. Or they might be busy doing something else, and they just had the dungeon pop and need to finish whatever they're doing before switching back and joining in. Or they are asleep, and we just need to wait. Yep. But we should be able to get through this. As long as there are the tanks and the healers available, which there are, the DPS we can fill in as needed. Alright, so I love the music in this encounter. Alright, let's make sure that my grit's on. Alright. Where's the other tank? There he is. Alright, looks like you're ready to go. Alright, so we'll deal with these guys first. Okay, so those bubbles are actually important, these little spheres here, because we have a duty action called Drill. Alright, one of them is down. Now the boss herself is available. Alright, so yeah, that AoE, the targeted players have to just spread themselves out so they don't overlap on each other. I just hope I don't miss the point at which I use my real ability. Hand of Beauty. So that should mark 2 players. With AoEs that they need to go drop because they're going to leave a puddle behind.
Rest your weary souls in my bosom.
There we go. Need to bubble yourself here. Hopefully I didn't do it too soon. If I did, I'm dead. Nope. Well, 2 people didn't do it.
I shall free you from your hate.
I gotta spin her around. She's way too close to the edge. Okay. Alright, I gotta pick up one of these bubbles, refill the vril. I need to hit it here. Or else you get thrown off the edge, which it looks like someone did.
Surrender to Bliss.
Oh boy.
Do not your souls weigh heavy?
That's because we were down a healer. The healer was trying to resurrect everybody. Alright, set the raise. Alright, let the other guy pick up tanking duties. We want to make sure we're sitting somewhere where... that, try and get some health back. Alright, we need to frill up. I don't know if we're going to clear this particular
your souls
encounter.
Are stained.
Have we taken back over tanking duties? Interesting. And all of our DPS are dead. Pop my living dead just.
I shall free you from your hate.
Some health. There we go. Healers are busy trying to get everybody back up. We don't have Limit Break 3 yet, so... Which... Healer Limit Break 3 will revive everybody on the field who's dead. There's Rill. Full defensive here. All my defensive cooldowns.
Surrender to Bliss. Your souls are stained.
Oh, this is fairly rough. Alright, alluring arm. So everybody's got to spread out, make sure they don't overlap anything. All told, oh boy. Come on, guys. There we go. There's a lot of damage going out there. He just got a little overwhelmed.
Do not your souls weigh heavy?
Hall of Light. Stack up. We're getting through it. These healers are
I shall free you from
doing a
your
pretty good
hate.
job, actually. All told. Alright. Not get hit by that. Alright, here she goes. Rill. And I'll leave it for whoever else needs it. Alright, coming with me. Oh boy.
Surrender to Bliss.
We're almost there.
Your souls are stained.
It's held back.
I offer you peace and serenity. Hold no soul.
Whew. Hopefully a couple of those, one of those healers is still left for a commendation. Yep, they are. There we go.
You did it again. You saved them. I just wish I could have been more help. So, it looks like the Inanta did have a mountain of crystals after all. Like every other tribe. Gods were all such slaves to our weaknesses.
You slew our mistress! She was our hope, our salvation! Is there no end to your cruelty?
Listen to me, please. I know that you're only trying to protect yourselves because you feel frightened and alone. But that's how we all feel. Don't you see? If we could just turn to each other for help instead of the gods, I'm sure we could find a way to live in peace. Your crystals are important to you, aren't they? Reflections of your souls, right? Well, you shouldn't have to sacrifice something so precious to a primal.
Who are you to question our choice? You who fight without fear? We wish only to live in peace. And if this be the price we must pay, then so be it!
I know there's nothing I can say to convince you. But I hope that one day you look back and see we only ever wanted the same thing.
Begone, damn you! Spare me your hollow words, and leave me to mourn.
I'll go. But it doesn't mean I'm giving up. Girabania is our home too. And one way or another, we're going to have to learn to live together. Come on. Alphino and Alize are waiting.
Alright, meanwhile in the royal palace of Alamigo.
Ah, the savage returns, and with her tail firmly between her legs, beaten by beastmen, I hear.
It was a shameful display, by all accounts. She may have curried the Viceroy's favor with her bold promises, but in the end, she's just another plodding bungler like the rest of her kind.
Strange, you would think him a better judge of character. Then again, I hear she's not averse to a more physical mode of persuasion.
I thought she rose through the ranks rather quickly, but no longer. If only she had been content with her lot, she might have lived to see the morrow.
Fadola Rem Lupus. Commander of the Crania Lupi, reporting as ordered.
Why do you tremble so? Could it be that the Empire's butcher is afraid? That she who walks with death is terrified of her own?
I'm terrified of dying having achieved naught. Gladly would I give my life to win a great victory on the battlefield, had I but the strength.
Alas, you do not. Indeed, you are weak. And born of this weakness is a blind fervor, a raging inferno which threatens to consume not only you, but everyone around you.
Yes, my lord.
You were defeated by the Resistance on several occasions. You misjudged the Ananta and spurred them into summoning an icon. Have you anything to say?
I do not, my lord. My failures are my own. I am prepared to accept your judgment.
And that is very admirable. However, I've had enough of this dumb show. Give voice to that hunger I see in your eyes, or I will pluck them from your head.
I want... I want to make them pay! All of them! Everyone who ever mocked or looked down on me! I want the power to make them pay!
Very well. Then I shall give you a chance. A chance to transcend your mortal limits. Assuming, that is, you are prepared to wager your life for such power.
Transcend, my lord. I came here prepared to die. Tell me what I must do.
Alright, so some stuff going on there with Fordola. We'll see what happens with that a little later. Alright, let's speak to Lise. Alright, I wish we could have left them on better terms, but that was never going to happen. It could be a problem if they get their hands on any more crystals, though. Never mind, we'll deal with that when the time comes. Alright, so, grab the materia. And Vadra here is the one who has our next quest. And the ether current that we need, which is the last one to be able to fly in this zone. Alright. You have done us a great service this day. Long shall my sisters sing the praises of the Icon Slayer. Let us bear word to them of Sri Lakshmi's passing. Come, friends, to Vira Nilia. And there it is. Alright, let's mount up and ride. That one might engage. Nope. All right. Sarisha? Ah, the winds whispered of your success, and your eyes confirmed their testimony. The Lady of Bliss no longer holds our Kalyana sisters in her thrall. For this we thank you. Let's see, that's Ali say there. Ayame did the deed, but we were but witnesses to her heroism. However, I fear this is only the beginning, for there is no cure for that which drives the desperate to beseech the gods for salvation. Should they wish to use their crystals to summon Sri Lakshmi again, naught can be done to stop them. We ignore our sister's plight at our peril, this we know. We shall endeavor to show them another path, so that the day you speak of never comes. Alright, we're all in this together. Alamegans and Ananta. We understand that. Hopefully, in time, they will too. Alright, you and yours will ever be friends of the Vera. On that, you have my word. Alright, we should be getting back to the Peering Stones. Thank you again, Sarisha, for everything. Alright, and we need to go speak with Monago at the Peering Stones. Alright. Welcome back. Conrad and Marshal Terrapin came to render aid, but I hear that won't be necessary. It won't? Sri Lakshmi is gone? But I should probably start at the beginning. Incredible. I don't know what to say. If you hadn't been there to stop her, who knows where it would have ended. You saved a lot of lives, Ayame. Take pride in that. It must be said that this is something of an unprecedented situation. Previous summonings were, to my knowledge, planned well in advance by a tribe as a whole. Indeed, there are several aspects of this incident which bear further investigation. In any event, the Kalyana's supply of crystals must remain limited for the foreseeable future, and ambient ether levels closely observed. Understood? The Alliance will consult with the Resistance and the Vera on how best to enforce said restrictions. Thank you, Vice Marshal. On to other matters, then. What news of the Imperials? None, which itself is troubling. It seems as though the Skulls and the remainder of the garrison have fully withdrawn into the peaks. We've seen neither hide nor hair of them since Villadina. Regardless of their reasons, our path is clear. Father has decided that it is time to advance east. Finally. He was also most empathetic, or emphatic. He was also most emphatic that you be spared further duties for the present. You are to rest. It would not do for the Warrior of Light to collapse from exhaustion during the march. We may not be as strong or as quick as her, but we are soldiers nonetheless. We can deal with the Imperials. Aye, you've earned this respite, so enjoy it. And the same goes for you, Monago. You've been away from your family too long. Don't deny it. As you say, sir. Thank you. We'll make the most of our time here. Alright, let's speak with Monago again. Looks like it's up to me and mine to give you lot a proper welcome. My mother prepared a special meal for this occasion, and I have it on good authority that hers is the finest cooking this side of the Villadina. Honored guests, I pray you partake of our humble offerings as we give thanks for your many valiant deeds. Thank you, sir, for this warm welcome. We are honored to break bread with you and your family. Come, eat your fill of our food and drink deep of our spirits. There is more than enough for all. Well, when you put it that way, don't mind if I do. Right, she wasn't kidding when she said her mother could cook. You know, seeing her with her family, I can't help thinking of my own. How my father would come home from a hunt with dinner on her shoulder, and Ida would prepare it with herbs and spices. Our mother died when I was little, so she did most of the cooking. We didn't have much, but we had each other, and that was enough for me. They wouldn't let us have even that. Theodoric, Gaius, of course. Father and Ida had to fight. I would have too, if I'd been older, but they didn't have to die. It never ends, does it? They call us beasts, and they treat us like them. They push, and they until someone pushes back, until someone takes up arms, or summons a god, a false god. If the 12 are watching us, what are they thinking? What are they thinking when they see the strong hurt the weak, when people fight and die, and nothing gets better, and it just goes on and on and on? Alright. There's no justice, just us. You'd have to ask them. Or, I don't know. I guess I'll go with that. I know. That's why we're here, isn't it? Thanks for listening. I know I was just rambling, but I feel better somehow. Who knows what the answers are, or if there are even any. Either way, life goes on, and we've got to go with it. Sorry, that sounded better in my head. I must be getting tired. Time to turn in, I think. Tomorrow's another day, eh? Let's see what it brings. Sleep well, Ayame. Alright. Let's go ahead and talk to Alphino. Turn this thing in. There's something to be said for a home-cooked meal, is there not? We must cherish these moments, fleeting as they are. The fight will always be there, waiting for us to return. Alright, we pick the materia. We're going to get some shore log. Heavily spiced zo meat, charred to perfection over an open flame. Common fare among the nomadic steppe tribes. Okay. And there we go. Let's go ahead and pick up the next quest. I trust you are well rested and refreshed, yes? Then let us return to the front. The greater part of the Alliance forces should have advanced into the peaks by now, but I expect we'll pass many of our comrades on the road east. There is a checkpoint along the way, as I recall, but we need only to identify ourselves as the soldiers in order to pass. Alright, so let's go ahead and head our way to the peaks. Alright, let's talk to the Alliance recruit. Alright, Scions, a pleasure to have you with us again. You'll be happy to hear we've taken Alagiri and have already begun fortifying it as our new base of operations in the peaks. Give a shout to the lads as you pass, eh?
I remember how they laughed. Alliance and Resistance soldiers, eager for battle, trading jokes as we marched east towards the peaks. Beyond this last line of defenses lay the locks and the city. Breaching it would be no small feat. But we beat the Imperials back, just like that. And we liberated a village, the first of many.
Alright, so what I think I'll do here is get to the next Aetheryte, which is going to be the little town over there, and then we'll probably call it a day. Alright, let's talk to Monago. As you can see, this part of the peaks is much higher than the northern reaches, hence why the Imperials built Specula Imperatoris where they did. See those three towers to the east? That's her. It's right on the edge of a cliff, so attacking from the north is a fool's errand. From the south, on the other hand, she's no different from any other Imperial installation. You see now why Veladina was so important, eh? Right then, come along. They're waiting for us in Alagiri. Alright, so let's mount up, and again, we're no longer in the zone where we can fly. But now we have full access to this area, so I should be able to go ahead and grab all of the Aether Currents. And then we'll also want to pick up the quests that give the Aether Currents as well, which we haven't done any of those, or many of them. Let's see, this is the peaks. Now, we haven't done any of the Aether Current quests yet, and we only found one in the field, so that's some work that needs to be done. Alright, so what I think I'll go ahead and do is just end the episode here. All I'm going to do is I'm going to head into town here and attune to the Aetheryte, and then we will turn this quest in and continue on when we come back next episode. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.